I've been watching a lot of Jordan Peterson and well, a lot of other wise people, Carl Jung, and just a bunch. I've been really on this, and I was watching the one Jordan Peterson has about asking a theoretical physicist about the physics of consciousness, and it got me thinking quite deeply, and I just had some thoughts, and I wanted to throw them out there. Uh, I think they got me to understand time quite a bit better just through this video, uh, and how we're timeless. There's no time when we are out of this body. There's no time. There's no physicality. There's no size, and there's no time because you can be anywhere you want right now. You can be on the other side of the galaxy. You can be, down the street at your mom's house at the same time. And right here, all you got to do is think of where you want to be, and boom, you're there. There's no size. And they got me to believe. They got me to thinking this way. When thinking about the speed of light, and the speed of light this time is physical. It's a physical thing. For us to go from here to 4 light years away, the speed of light, it'd take us 4 years to get there, and so far we don't know of another way to travel that distance faster than the speed of light. Yeah, we've thought of ways to jump wormholes and all that, but that's not going from here to there that way. We jumping is not the same as traveling, like linear or whatever, however you want to see it. You have to physically go, in that direction, but you don't have to do that when there's no physical. All you got to do is imagine where you're going. You're there. You're automatically there. There's no size. And I've experienced something similar myself since my spiritual beginning, when I got cancer 2 years ago. And it ain't been too awful long ago I had this happen, that I was meditating and I blew up. I went from where I'm at here, just tiny little me, and then all of a sudden I blew up, and I was bigger than the world. I encompassed the entire world, and it was just like that. It was quick, and it was real. It wasn't imagined. It was a real thing that happened with me. But time, when you have no physical, you have no size, you have no, there is no time. There's no time. You can be wherever right then and there, and they say even you can be more places than once at the same time, or the way we see time in the same moment. But well, anyway, that the time, that's not why I was making this video. I was making this video because I'm trying to figure out shit. I'm trying to figure stuff out, and I've thought quite a bit about, there had to be a beginning. There had to be a beginning. There was at one point a time where there was nothing. There was nothing. And we all, everything's come from that, from the beginning, from the very beginning. And I do believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly. And my spiritual thing has brought me to believe in God, which this is the first time I've actually questioned that since I started believing. It's like my thought was, all right, I used to believe in evolution completely. I didn't believe in God. I believe when you died, your body goes back to dirt and you are no more. You know, hope for your children to do better than you did. That was my thought. And then I had my spiritual thing happen and come to realize that I've had a lot of kind of epiphanies over my lifetime where something was telling me, hey, there is a God. And, so I've started believing in God again. I started believing that there is a God. Well, with all this that I've been listening to them talk and going over stuff in my mind, I had the idea, you know what, maybe there was a beginning that started from nothingness, and evolution did start it all. Evolution did begin. And I mean, it would have had to been billions, if not trillions or quadrillions of years ago. But maybe, just possibly, see, one thing that's got me believing in intelligent design, which I know to be true 100% now, is bacteria. The bacteria has a flagellum, the little arm, and it spins crazy fast and stops and even reverses directions immediately. And there's nothing, how could we do that? Because at the speed that it spins, just to stop complete, most things would blow apart because it's so fast, and it just stops immediate or reverses immediate. It's like crazy how it works. But watching the scientists and describe how this thing was made, it's impossible that it could have been made from evolution, because there's 40 parts that make up this little arm, spinning arm. And for evolution to have made that, it would have had to start at the first part and had a reason for the second part, and then a reason for the second part. But they say all 40 parts. There's no reason that could have all been made one at a time, like it has to have went, if evolution's correct. So for that thing to be made, something intelligent had to say, hey, we need all these parts to do all these things just so this thing can do that. All right? And it's impossible. It's impossible for that just little bacteria to make that the way that it's made. So intelligent design is absolutely a fact. That's guaranteed a fact. So I got to thinking, well, maybe if you go back quadrillions of years ago, maybe it did start from nothing and life began, but we didn't have the bacteria that we have now. We didn't have humans, walking the way we do now and all that. Maybe evolution started way back. Nobody can even remember. Even the aliens that I've heard of, on a lot of videos that's people spoken with and asked questions to, that I've heard them say that there was a time that no one can remember. And I believe them. I'm a believer, so I believe a lot of shit. I believe a lot of craziness, and which science has proven now that it's rightfully so, that I'm believing what I believe, rightfully so. Science is coming up with it, saying, all this stuff is pretty wild. It's pretty wild stuff. But I'm a believer. But my thought was, okay, maybe quadrillions of years ago, maybe evolution started, but life was nothing like it is now. And then over time, evolution started with the single cell and grew into something that grew into something else that finally ended up with intelligence. And then intelligence got so great that they started tinkering. And they started tinkering with stuff and making these other things and making these other universes. And they've gotten so smart now that they are just, I mean, we couldn't even fathom how smart they are, because, I mean, they created bacteria. They created us. They created everything that we see and around us now. And, you know, we think of that as God and them as God, which, I mean, they're way beyond where we're at now, you know. But maybe it's possible that evolution started because, and the reason why I say that is, you know, it's a strong case for evolution, and we've been granted evolution for sure to be able to change things for our environment as we go. Now, you know, I say we, I'm not talking about just human, I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about fish, and I'm talking about the bacteria, I'm talking everything. It adapts to its environment as it goes. Well, maybe it started way back, but life was so drastically different when it started evolution, and intelligence came from that, and over, you know, billions of years, there's been intelligent beings that has come into being and started tinkering and making, and they, you know, they made us, which is a very good case for the Matrix, and, you know, that we are computer generated beings, which, like most intelligent people out there in the world today, they will tell you, you know, there's a strong case for it, and nobody's disproved it, and it seems like it's going to be really hard to disprove that. Maybe they will one day, who knows, but maybe it evolved completely different than what we see today, and over time, once intelligence evolved, they started tinkering and making things, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe evolution began, and once intelligence started tinkering around with stuff, and then they made other stuff, and they made other stuff, and then, you know, because I believe in evolution of the soul as well. I believe we're here evolving our soul. We've lived many lives over, and we're constantly evolving our soul, not just the body, not just the world, but our soul is evolving as well. I believe in that wholeheartedly. I believe in that completely. Life after death experiences has made me come to realize a lot, and life after death experiences is, or near death experiences, however you call it, it's a strong case there for a lot of things, and that's what made me start believing in God when I started believing, you know, 2 years ago, that the near-death experiences is undeniable. There's too many cases and they're all very similar. It seems to me that they're all personalized to the individual, but they're all so very similar, and I don't know. I'm a Life Path 11, and I think deeply. I get into deep subjects. I don't know why. Sometimes it makes my life very hard for me, because I don't know. My relationships with people don't work out too well. I stay deep completely. I mean, I woke up this morning with this shit going on in my head and went straight to the videos of, Jordan Peterson, and which he's a Life Path 11 as well, but he's a 29-11 and I'm a 38-11, so we're on a different path. But 11 period, I don't care if you're a 47, a 38, a 29, I don't care how you get to it. 11 means that you're gonna be deep. You're gonna be a deep thinker, and your energy is on a different level, and your thought processes are on a different level. And it is for me. It's some hard shit for me to get through and deal with, but I'm trying real hard. I'm trying to get knowledge. I'm just trying to get knowledge the best I can. I don't know why. It kind of makes no sense to me, because once I leave this body, it sounds to me like as soon as you leave this body, all the knowledge of the universe is there. It's already in you. You've already got it. So if you've already got it, why in the fuck am I sitting here now melting my brain trying to figure shit out that I already know, that's already known? It makes no sense. It's fucking nuts. But yet, that's all I do. That's all I do. I sit and think and try to, and it's deep shit, deep shit. But this is my thought. I don't know how, I say it all the time, how many times I've been wrong about this, everything, all kinds of shit. I'm an idiot. I'm dumb. I'm dumb as a brick, but yet, here I am, still trying to figure things out. Dumb as I am, I'm still just steadily trying to figure things out. But this is just the thought that I had, that maybe, quadrillions of years ago, evolution did begin from nothing. Maybe there was, nothingness, and maybe a Big Bang started it all, who knows? But, that was the thing I was trying to say about how if they found life begins from nothing, if certain places you can find it, like down deep in the ocean at a volcanic seepage that comes up through the ground and the water, and hot, nothing, we think nothing could live from, and they found that from nothing life begins in a place where we would ever dream of life being able to survive, much less begin, in this hot volcanic coming up through into the water, and life seems to begin from nothing right there. And little things and they eat the sulfur and the shit that comes up out of the freaking volcanic crap. And they begin from nothing, and then they eat that, and it's hard to understand how that works, but they found it to be true that happens. That does happen. So maybe quadrillions of years ago that happened to start it all off, and from there, things evolved to be intelligent, and then it got so intelligent that it was able to manipulate and DNA and new beings and new worlds and new universes. Who knows, man? There's no way to know without tapping into that higherness. It's crazy as shit. There's so much deep shit out there to think about, and fuck, it hurts sometimes, man. Sitting there, this is all I can think about and do is go over stuff like this in my freaking head. But that's my thought of a possibility that the beings that we think of as God, as the creator of all, maybe everything was created from nothingness and evolved into the higher beings that we see of as God, gods, multiple gods, if you're pagan, or Egyptian, or whatever your religious beliefs are, or your belief of creation, who knows? But I don't know. I mean, there's no way to know in this body with this meager mind of mine. There's no way to know for sure, but I'm just pondering and trying to figure shit out, and I don't know. This is an idea that I think has possibilities to it. You can tell me what you think, or I don't get a lot of comments in my videos, and I don't get a lot of subscribers, and I guess most people that watch any of my videos has probably already figured out I'm crazy as a loon. I'm a fucking nut job. Which I'm not. I'm not crazy at all. I'm not crazy. I'm not suicidal. Anybody out there, please understand that. I am not suicidal. I'm just a heavy thinker. And any of y'all bastards out there who are trying to destroy Jordan Peterson, God help you if it comes down to out in the wash that I am what I believe I am, because I believe in truth, I believe in justice, and I believe in understanding. And all y'all bastards trying to destroy people like Jordan Peterson, Jesse Ventura, Jim Carrey, or anybody out there that's trying to put truth out, and you're trying to destroy that for what? For personal gain here in this body? You better fucking wake up. You better understand what the fuck's going on in real life, not this fucking body. This body ain't shit. This body is temporary. Even if you fucking uncap your telomeres and live 1,000 years, it's still very, very temporary. Very temporary. So you might want to wake up and stop your bullshit, because I'm getting pissed about it. Anybody that fucks with Jordan Peterson while he's out there trying his best, just like I am, to figure things out and to let everybody else understand and get it out there for everybody to understand truth, you better wake the fuck up. Because if I am what I think that I am, you're fucked. I don't give a fuck how much money you got in this world or how much power you believe you have in this world. Yeah, this world's here just for us to evolve our soul to a higher being. That's all that this world is here for, is for us to evolve our soul, to learn these lessons that we're here for, and to grow. And y'all are trying to hold people back by feeding us fluoride, releasing lead into the fucking air, just dumbing people down with your school systems and protocols and your pharmaceuticals and all the bullshit. And I'm fucking sick of it. I'm fucking tired of it. If I am what I believe I am, your ass is grass. You're fucked. So you better quit this bullshit. Let people like them do their thing and try to better humanity and get our souls on the higher level that what we're here for to do in the first place. It ain't about money. It ain't about these possessions. It ain't about none of this body. This body is very, very temporary. Enjoy it while you're here. Quit trying to control. Quit trying to fucking be richer than what you need. You don't need all this shit, man. Who the fuck needs to make $1 billion a year? No fucking body. Motherfuckers out there living on less than $10,000 a year and doing great, happier than you'll ever fucking be with your billions. Who gives a fuck about you and your billions? You better leave people alone. People's trying to do the right thing. Leave them the fuck alone and quit your petty bullshit. I hope I am what I believe that I am, because I want to be the lawnmower. I do. I want to be the lawnmower so bad, and I hope that I am. I think that I am, to tell you the truth. I do. I believe that I am. I think I'm the fucking lawnmower, and all you blades of grass out there that wants to keep on fucking shit up and trying to take over. Yeah, your ass is the grass, boy. But anyway, that's off on my anger side, which I'm an angry man. I'm quick to admit that. I've been an angry man all my life, and even though I've been trying to change that and not be, it's hard. It's hard. You know, I think about Rage Against the Machine says anger is a gift, and I believe all artists in this world is touched by the divine, and so for them to say that, I kind of believe it. Anger is a gift, and it just depends on how you use it. Well, I'm an angry man, so you keep fucking doing shit to piss me off all you want. You're gonna find out. Leave Jordan Peterson alone. Leave Jesse Ventura alone. And Jesse, if you watch this video, please run for president, brother. I've never voted in my life, and I don't think I ever will. But if I ever see you on the ballot, you got my vote, bro. You got my vote. We need people like you to start taking over the fucking government shit and getting things on track the way it should be. Anybody who believes like Jesse, you know, that's where he's dedicated his life to, his government. And I love the way he thinks and sees things, because that's the way it ought to be, the way I believe as well. And anyway, please leave comments, subscribe, and let's try to figure things out and get truth out. I love y'all, and have a good one.